Before we hop into the platform, we did want to set a little bit of context before we get into the live demo piece. So one of the questions that came in when we asked for questions before this webinar was, in practical terms, what is the convergence of voluntary and compliance markets? I think it's a really good scene-setting question. When we talk about the convergence of voluntary and compliance markets, really what we're talking about is the ability to use a single carbon credit across both voluntary and compliance markets and the downstream effects that come from that, right? So evolving standards and integrity, impacts on demand, supply, pricing, all of that would sort of encompass that trend that we talk about when we talk about the convergence of these markets. As we work with clients, right, as we sort of speak to people in the space, a few questions that are top of mind are, what does today's policy risk landscape look like? How can I navigate it? And how do I map potential sources of demand for a single credit, right, as these sort of emerging demand signals come onto the market? Those are the couple of questions that we'll really focus on today in the platform. So really being able to demonstrate how the Sylvera platform can help you get insight into these key use cases and these key questions. We have put one extra question at the bottom there. What does this convergence mean for demand, supply, and pricing? Obviously a meaty topic. We've already done some work on, for example, CORSIA modeling in this space. We'll touch on that very briefly at the end, as well as give you some insight into what's coming down the pipe for this question and for this topic as well.